Yeah, well, here we are. I am Jimmy Peoples. This is the People's Mic. Thank you guys for coming. I'm sorry I'm so much higher. I don't know how to fix this chair.
I wouldn't say I wandered in some really bad light.
Are you? You want to switch?
I'm bright.
We should switch.
I don't
switch. That looks like a Maru filter.
Different shades of color. Different shades of comedy.
That was my better.
Oh,
okay.
this seat.
You good?
Oh, I'm looking light
that's
skinned
way,
right
that's
now.
way better. That's way better. I was just like, I don't need to look whiter right now. Can we avoid
awesome.
that? This seat came with a beer.
Hey. Can you drink online?
You can drink. Well, you're live.
I can't because he's using my drink as the prop for the camera.
So share that and you'll be fine. Welcome. Introduce yourselves for the people and for the people.
Hi, the people. I am Brooke Arnold.
Yes.
And I am a stand-up comic and a writer.
Yes.
And a documentary filmmaker.
Dope.
Yeah.
Is that new?
Yeah.
That's a new title? That's pretty good.
New title. Sign the papers right after that.
And to my right, we have...
I'm Kenny Warren, a.k.a. the average black man.
Hashtag.
Hey. And I'm a comedian, producer, writer, and
Barber.
a barber and a father.
Actor? I saw that.
I was in a play this weekend too. Yeah, that was dope. It's called, a play called Just Enough, written by Brianna Hardy. You see that dope. Shameless plug, Brianna. You better like this.
I am not an actress. Like I'm just too much me.
you will be.
I'm too
I
much.
See it.
But I'm too much me.
I see
you know,
you in that McCarthy lane.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Wait, Melissa?
Melissa
or Paul?
Definitely not Paul.
Was that a weight? Was it a weight comment?
Huh? Oh no! Because you're hilarious.
No, she's the funniest one. She's the funniest.
Ridiculous.
She's the funniest.
She's absolutely I can still watch her moves all the way through and laugh.
She's the funniest person.
She's dope. Yo.
Hey, sometimes you gotta wait.
Let's gotta wait.
This is the first thing I had today.
That's lunch? Is that lunch?
I live a hectic life.
Breakfast.
All right. Before we let's do the origin stories. How'd you get into comedy?
I'm going first.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. I started 3 years ago, I guess.
3 years.
3 years.
Where you from?
In New York. I'm from Texas, but I started here.
Okay.
So I moved to New York actually to be a professor. I was in a PhD program, and I was
really?
teaching. Yeah, it's true. I've had many lives. So I was teaching at Queens College. And I just really hated it. I hated academia. It was so stuffy. It was so boring. Like, I wanted to write, but it's like everything has to be written a certain way. And there's all these rules, and I just didn't like it. So I was looking for something else. And the guy I was dating was like, "Hey, you should do stand-up. You would be so good at it." And I was like, I couldn't do something like that. Like the idea had never occurred to me. My parents weren't really like encouraging people. They weren't like, you can go for your dreams or like you could do this. They were just very much like, get married and stay home and they wanted they were very traditional. They're like very conservative, traditional Texan people, get married, have children, that kind of
Cowboys
thing.
fan?
No, I don't.
You already know. Cowboys fan since 78. Was you born yet?
Wow.
Was you born
70, yeah. I had a year.
Okay.
And I was a Giants fan then, so.
Damn.
You're 77?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
What are you?
72.
72, all right.
What are you?
Question mark.
Really?
What? In the 80s.
Are you 80s baby?
I'm an 80s baby.
Holy shit. Where's the first stage you hit? What was that?
I did New York Comedy Club,
Really?
and I was too nervous to go on as myself, so I did a character. I did this like whole set as a character. And I bombed so hard.
Nice.
Like you could have heard a pin drop in the room. That's how quiet everybody was being. I was so bad that I scared everyone in the room. And I didn't do it again
That's
for
not supposed to be,
I didn't do it again for 6 months. I was just like,
it's supposed
terrible.
to scare you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got started. One of my boys, Mitchell Jackson, who's a writer, teaches at NYU in Columbia. Another shameless plug. We put together this book. It was a reading for him and his colleagues, and I was hosting it. He's always late, and I just had to kind of BS the crowd a little bit before this to waste time. And when I was finished, Mike Brown, tall Mike Brown,
You
no
started in New
relation
York,
to the
right?
Mike Brown that was shot. Huh?
Wow. You started in New York?
Yeah, I started in New York.
Sure.
I did like a couple times back in Portland because I had a cable access show, but it wasn't serious. I wasn't writing. I was just saying stuff. You know what I mean?
What was like the topic of your cable access show?
It was called the Keep It Real Show.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
That's
just,
dope.
I had like athletes. I used to get pro guys because I played ball back in the day. So I had Trailblazer guys, and so I had Damon Stoudemire, Terrell Brandon, Steve Smith, Walt Williams, Jermaine O'Neal. They all came on the show before, and I had like local hip hop artists and stuff like that. But anyway, Mike Brown asked me to come to the open mic they used to have at the 13th Street Cafe over there in the West Village. I went. I waited a couple weeks. It was right after Valentine's Day 2012, so it's probably like March 2012, and I went to the open mic. I kept going there, and Ricky Sulfur was like, "You got to go to different places." I was like, "I'm loyal." What are you talking about? And then we went to New York Comedy Club, and Steve Aarons put me on the bringer, and like 27 people came to the show because they wanted to, from the barbershop. They wanted to see me bomb, you know, or whatever. But it was crazy. I got on stage, and it was that feeling I had when I used to play ball. The air was moving.
Yeah.
It was just like I was in a zone, and I don't know. They just was laughing at the stuff, and it was just. That was it. I had that hit. That was that first hit.
It's like an addiction. It's like chasing the dragon. It's like, but the thing is like the longer you do it, and the more success you have, the harder the high gets to have. So it's like I only like right now. It's like I was on the road and I was performing at sold out theaters for like 300 people, and we do like back to back shows, and so now that's my new high. And so it's like I can't get that here. Like I'm never gonna do like a 300.
You don't even want to come back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do like a 300 person theater show in New York. So it's kind of like everything kind of like you kind of like it gets harder to find that to hit that high.
Absolutely.
But that's what you keep chasing. Is like when's the next one? You know.
But you get stronger the more you go out and then come back. Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. No, because like then you do that, then it's like you don't really mind if your set goes poorly, or you don't, or you know how to. It's really easy to do well at like the Pair, Old Man Hustle, if you're like used to controlling a bigger crowd, you know. And so it's like it is a muscle that you get good at, but it also doesn't have the same like. Woo! You know, used to like if I just had a good set, I was like, "This is the best thing ever!" You know, people laughed. I'm doing a show next week. You know, and it just gets harder and harder and harder.
All right. What we do is what's pissing you off right now besides politics? We'll touch politics for a hot minute. Outside of politics, what's pissing you off about this country?
About this country?
Yeah. Or another country. If you got another favorite country.
I don't really have a. I went to Sweden a lot last year, but
I love Sweden.
Yeah, you used to live there.
Yeah, I used to live there.
You used to live in Sweden. We talked about it when I went.
I played ball there. I was there 6 months.
Word?
It was lovely, man. Yeah, it's no language barrier. You know what I mean?
Some things in Sweden?
If so, I got a son or daughter that's probably 22 years old right now.
There's a very black Swede somewhere.
I don't
know. Black Swedes.
No, there's a lot of black people over there. You'll be surprised. Lou's been going over there for years.
Yeah.
Knocking women.
The first time I went with my friend David, he's from Haiti, and he was always my coworker at the time, and he was from Haiti. And like the first day we were in Sweden, we were walking around, and he'd be like, "Black person." Black person, and I'm like, why are you counting black people? And he was like, because I'll feel safe once I get to 10.
That's the thing.
Yeah. I think what's pissing me off, I hate political correctness, and I hate identity politics. Like I feel like people getting offended. You know, like it just seems like everybody's like becoming a baby, and everybody wants to whine about things people say instead of like caring about like what people do. Like what matters is what people do, not what they say. Yeah.
I'm kind of a little more leaning towards the fact that racism is so prevalent right now in our country. It's almost like we went back to the 60s in certain times. Like, you know, black people got a lot more, we got a lot more freedom and everything, but it's like, it's just like having that march down in Charlestonville. Mm-hmm. That's like, for real? Like, y'all really, it's a purpose for this? It's like, I don't know, man. I just think that at some point, everyone should be accountable and just say, like, hey, man, let's just live in peace. We're all here. Yeah. We're all American. I mean, as much as I talk stuff about white folks, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here, and we might as well try to get along.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've always been a really big fan of racism.
I've been doing this bit recently where it was like, this is the best time to be racist.
Yeah.
In like 20, 30 years, we're not going to be able to tell the difference between people. Right?
Yeah.
Right now, I can see a guy from 50 feet and be like, yo, I don't like that guy.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't like his eyes. I don't like his skin. I don't like...
Well, I feel like all those dudes with tiki torches in Charlottesville, like if they just had an open mic to go to, like that's like.
Did you see that picture I posted?
No.
It was a picture I posted at one of the mics. Same faces. Like, same group
that's
of guys.
What
like they look the same. They just need a mic.
Like I like.
There's no mics in Charlottesville.
Like there's no open mics. If there were open mics, those dudes wouldn't be marching. You know,
Absolutely
like.
Not.
If there were a laughing Buddha, Charleston.
Yeah, that's all it was. I was like, this is just a mic.
Yeah. It's just like people who like have a lot of feelings and they want to express them and they don't know how to do it. You know, like without like a Walmart tiki torch and a bunch of like ridiculous rhetoric.
Just to go march for some type of hate is just crazy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, because really, with all the marching for all the police shootings and whatnot, I feel like. What are we really getting out of that? You know, sometimes it's like, we formed, we showed them solidarity, but nothing changed. The laws didn't change. Absolutely. Like the police are still going for. So like, I don't know, man. It's like sometimes I haven't marched. I've been to rallies and I've seen it for a minute, and I thought to myself, this is not going to change anything.
I don't think it does change anything.
And they were looting. I'm sorry, they were looting in where was the last?
Charlottesville?
No, recently. Louisiana, I think.
Oh, after that cop shooting?
Yeah.
I think it was...
The one like this weekend, they were looting. I was like, I'm too old to loot somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
And if I'm in the middle of that, I'm just going to be thinking, if somebody hits me in the head with a rock, I'm going to be pissed.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? It's me that's going to get hurt.
Yeah, and I think like Kenny's point's right. Like we're all people at the end of the fucking day. It doesn't matter if you're a man, a woman, black, white, brown, whatever. Like whatever you are, we're all human beings, and like... Sometimes I think that the reason that marching doesn't work is because it's like we're creating like another level of separation versus like I don't know how to make people understand that we're all just people and that we all should like love each other and get along. But like I don't think like yelling and screaming and marching really gets that point across.
And the other thing is like we don't all got to get along though, because there's people that's black that I hate.
No.
You know what I mean? There's some black people that
there's assholes on all sides.
You know, but
that's what Trump said. Both sides.
Trump is a fool. Trump.
I always like that's such a stupid thing to say. Go think about it. Okay, so like say you signed up for like. Say you're like a nice person on Facebook and you see like, we're going to go protest the removal of a statue. And you're like, I agree with that. Say, okay, you know, and then you get there and like everybody's bringing out torches and neo-Nazi flags. And that's the when you say, okay, oops, I showed up to the wrong party. So nobody good stayed. Like if there was somebody like, there were no good people there. Like the good people left the moment the neo-Nazi flags came out.
Absolutely. Ugh. All right. Hopefully we didn't take too long on that.
That was dark.
Was it dark?
A little dark.
I tried to pull it back.
How long is this podcast?
It goes till 3 till the open micers come. Not open mic. I hate saying open mic. Till the open mic starts.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll go from there. It goes to like about 3:00. You got a hot date?
Hot date?
Yeah.
A hot date?
You got a hot date?
No. Nah, not in the middle of the day.
Really?
I like to keep my dating after 6 p.m.
I hate that you had to pinky up for that.
Yeah, that's that Portland. You know, it's just a little bit of pinky.
I could be an afternoon dater, I think. I don't date much, but I could be an afternoon dater.
I used to afternoon date.
I could be an afternoon dater, I think. I like it.
You
know, like go out have drinks in the afternoon, like outside. That sounds so nice. That sounds super nice. Like a really late lunch and like, you know, like sit outside, smoke some cigarettes.
I like going nice places in like a wife beater and sweatpants during the day. Just that comfort. I don't.
So what nice place?
My favorite date.
McDonald's.
No, my favorite date was like to this Mediterranean restaurant that we used to be across the street from my radio station, and I used to take girls there.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It felt dope to just not give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's rich people stuff.
Yeah. I've never had that. I've never had that problem.
It's like, no, don't dress up. Let's just go. We had wife beaters, bought some sneakers.
That's rich people stuff. Yeah.
It was dope. All right, let's do some question and answer. All right.
Okay.
And I'll pick. What compelled you to become a comedian?
I just like making people laugh. I just thought that nothing feels better than me. My favorite.
Yeah.
I'm a talker. Love to tell stories. I think that's the best thing I'm best at is telling stories.
Yeah.
And like making people laugh just makes me feel fucking good.
So many people. I mean, I work at a barbershop, so all I do is I'm an instigator in the shop. So
Yeah.
I mean, I could take any story and flip it against you, with you, whatever. I just however I'm feeling for the day. But I always keep the shop in stitches. So a lot of my clients, they're like, "Yo, man, you should be on stage." People have been saying that for years, but it's just something that has to happen, a click or trigger for you to just take that shot because it gets lonely on stage every blue moon. You have a set where
Really?
it's not working. And it gets a little hot, you start sweating, you start shrinking.
Yeah,
it
you
happens.
start shrinking.
Yeah, it
you start
happens.
shrinking.
Now, on the live, I'll let you on the live. You can see Kenny's hair. Right? Has anybody ever asked you about the spot?
Well, this is the thing. When I was in high school, I used to had a dye streak, like Kwame.
Yeah.
And I don't know if maybe I provoked this, back in the day. But no, the streak that's God. That's just.
Is that real gray hair? Is that a straight gray?
It's platinum. Bro.
I save a little of my hair dye and I give it to him.
Oh, you dyed? I didn't know you dyed.
It's light.
It looks so natural.
Thank you. Anthony DeVito, Anthony DeVito?
Yeah.
His mom does my hair.
Oh,
I thought you were
right.
about to say Anthony did your hair. I was like,
I thought
Oh,
you were
that
gonna
would
say
be
Anthony
impressive.
did it too. I was like,
No, Anthony
like-
DeVito's mom does my hair. She's a Saint Joanne DeVito in Montclair. Go see her.
Plug?
She plug. She
Yeah.
does a good job. She does a really good job.
Yeah.
My hair's just like a little bit
what
dark.
color would you call that?
This is blonde. I have golden blonde.
Golden?
I guess I'd say my natural color is just a little bit darker, and I just like it to be a little bit brighter.
Okay.
Because I have really pale skin, so like I look like I have pneumonia with darker hair.
the
Yeah.
lights make you look
But
awesome.
I like my grandma had one of these.
Yeah.
Like the skunk streaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, so like when I first met you, I like instantly trusted you because I was like, because
Yeah.
it made me think of that. I think it's a sign of like goodness and wisdom.
I thought it was like the Black Illuminati.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I thought it was like
I'm hoping they,
it was like Diddy has
Kick
one,
you.
like all the major.
that's why I'm hoping some of that Illuminati kick in. I need some of that.
They're gonna recruit you.
Hey, I'm here.
Better watch that.
The Illuminati black man.
The
That you
Illuminati.
level up.
The Illuminati.
What is what's your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
It's always fuck.
I like
Oh,
cunt too a lot.
Everybody to my left always says fuck.
I like cunt too a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I think it's like I don't find it offensive at all. I like using it. I like calling people it. I like calling myself
You've been
that.
cursing?
I like oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I know they don't know. But
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm a big cursor. I'm a foul mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see you.
I'm not kid-friendly.
You should
But
go
I am
back
mother
to
approved.
professing.
Teaching.
Yeah, in this character.
Oh, and
Like
I
that
always like. Oh, I mean,
would be
this.
dope.
And that's kind of how I practiced it. Like I would always like the first day of class, I'd be going in there and I'd be like, "Don't curse, don't curse, don't curse." And
Yeah.
the first like 10 minutes, I'd be like, "Da fuck," and I'd be like, "Oh."
Did you get their attention more?
Yeah, they liked
course.
it. They liked it. Oh, my professors are so good.
I would have to say motherfucking because it's an adjective.
Yeah.
And it also could be, when you change a couple words, it could be used as a noun. You could say, that's a motherfucker right there. You could say, that's my motherfucking partner
Yeah.
right there. I just like motherfucking. And it also constitutes that you fucking somebody's mother. I like that shit.
It's not even a curse word. I like nigglets.
I like Nicholas too.
Niglets.
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
I like that movie that Niglets came from. You don't remember
We're about to show you
Tales
age
from
right
the
now.
Hood?
Is that where? That's not where it
Yeah,
came.
you don't
They
remember
said
those
it.
little people that was in the he called
Oh
them
no, my
Niglets.
dad said it all the time, and he's never seen that movie.
Yeah, my grandmother always used to say that.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
way back.
Tales from the Hood, man.
Yeah.
That's like my friend
That's a
Sherrod.
Southern
My
thing.
friend Sherrod like says niggy, like hey
Yeah,
niggy,
niggy.
hey niggy. I
Hey,
like that. Can I say that? I'm sorry, guys.
Do you got any
It's
kind
me.
of yeah?
What?
Okay.
What?
I thought you had human resources here.
Do you
got her.
consider
Nah.
do you consider niglets a curse word though?
It's
It's not a curse word.
I
feel like it's a.
Yeah.
It's like a little.
I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's cute.
I don't like that she likes it.
Yeah,
Just for the record, I don't like that she likes nigglets. All right?
Now I'm getting shamed.
I'm gonna get flack for this.
Yeah, I'm getting shamed.
On my podcast,
I'm getting
Jimmy.
shamed.
I'm in the light right now. You in the shade.
See, you're being too offended. You're being too offended. You're being
This
too
is where they
offended,
come in. Hi, sir. We got our first studio audience here.
Hi, studio audience.
Kato.
Hey, how you doing?
This is
Hey,
People's
Kato.
Mic. It's our
I'm
podcast. Have a seat right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was about to come sit on stage.
Yeah,
with us.
yeah, we'll get questions from you in a minute.
All them chairs.
What? This is a two-part question. I like asking this question. What's your favorite noise?
Queef.
The queef.
No.
It's like, oh.
That was the first thing that came to mind.
Well, me, I like those those videos when the girls is twerking and they can make their ass clap. That sound. Clap, 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 clap.
You
That's talent, man. That's talent, man.
That's not talent.
People wasn't doing that back in the 80s.
no.
I just started with that movie, Tales from the Hood.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it started with Luke, right? Maybe? I don't
Somewhere,
know.
but to be able to clap like
Atlanta.
that.
The clap.
People say put your hands together. They say put your cheeks together. That's beautiful, man. Art. Art.
All right. This is a little serious. All right, but
Okay.
then we'll bring it back. All right. If heaven exists, all right, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive? You believe in God?
No. No. Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not. I think we say you're not welcome here. I think that would be the best thing you could say. I don't want to go to heaven. Like I don't want to spend eternity just worshiping God. That sounds fucking boring. I hate a church. I don't want to spend eternity just like, yay, you're awesome. Heaven for me would be people doing that to me for all
Jesus.
eternity.
It's a lightweight
Like
devil worship.
stand,
Low
low level devil worshiper who likes saying niglet a little bit too much.
Oh, she
and
said
I'm just
nigga
like,
again. Shit's crazy up here. Well, I would have to.
so
say,
I'm not
okay,
I'm not invited
You
back.
believe in the devil?
No, of course
Okay.
not.
All right.
Oh, well, I'm pretty positive when I go to heaven, God is gonna be like, my nigga, I've been waiting for you so I can get that cut.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Only a barber would say that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure his beard is probably like Rick
Yo.
Ross. All these years, I hook him up, get him right.
God's got a hipster beard.
Yeah.
I just want to go to if I go, when I go, I just want to be greeted just by soul clap every time. Just in my word, God's a midget, just a small person. I feel like he puts his most energy into the smallest people.
Like Peter Dinklage?
Yes. Yeah. I saw him on the train once. I was like, you have no idea that you're like my vision of.
Yeah, I went to his house once.
Did you?
I did.
Shut up.
I was looking for a director for my solo show last year, and my friend, my boyfriend at the time was like, hey, my friend Erica is a theater director and you should go meet her. And so I was emailing with her. I go over to her house. She lives in this like dope ass apartment in Tribeca with and there's like Emmy Awards all over it. And I'm just like, what's she win all these Emmy Awards for? And I was sitting there talking to her, and then suddenly like Peter Dinklage walks through the room. And I was just like, wait, what? It was her husband. So I went outside and I called him and I was like,
Oh,
why
she was regular size?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
regular.
She
So
got
she's
a regular
gorgeous.
size.
She's
Yeah,
gorgeous.
yeah.
Gorgeous.
Yeah,
So you think she
gorgeous.
married him for his looks?
No, she loves him. She loves him. She thinks he's cool as fuck.
He's
So
like a rock group.
she thinks he's cool as fuck. I went outside. I called him and I was like, "How the fuck didn't you tell me she was married to Peter Dinklage?" And he was like, "How the fuck do you know who Peter Dinklage is?" Because he knew him like 10 years ago when he was just like a failed theater actor, and he
Yeah.
had no idea it'd become a big thing.
Right.
So he didn't think to mention it.
That would fuck me up. Just seeing him walk.
Yeah, he just like walked through. I was like, wait, what? Why is the world's most famous dwarf walking through the room right now? I don't
Is he
understand.
the most famous?
I think Since,
Name a more famous dwarf.
since the guy, the little one, what was his name? The one that he died.
Tattoo?
Nah, not tattoo. He was in like
The one from Twin Peaks? No.
Oh, so y'all know all the midgets.
Well, God is a
what was his
midget
name?
too.
He had a porn.
Oh, I don't know about midget porn, dog.
Yeah, I
That's-
watch midget porn.
Damn.
Yeah, midget porn is. Don't judge my phone.
So
I was just checking the time.
Pornhub 0.5, huh?
No, we got time. Yeah, point 0.5, 0.05. All right. We got two more, and then we'll go to the audience.
Oh.
Ooh, the
What's your favorite? What's your favorite noise during sex?
Me coming.
So selfish.
Yeah,
So
I'm a
selfish.
woman. It doesn't happen that often. Okay.
Is that a sound? What's that sound like? Can I ask that?
I mean, listen how loud I am in conversation.
Yeah, you're loud. Jesus.
You can hear me. Like, I lived next to, like, my next door neighbor was like a 90-year-old man, and I was so happy. I was like, I'm going all out.
He probably enjoyed it though.
Yep. let me
He
tell
couldn't
you,
hear
bro.
it. I don't think he could hear
Oh, shit. I'm going all out.
it.
I like when I like the sound of women spitting a lot. You
What?
know? Spitting a lot of spit when they doing their oral thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like rapping?
Like
The guys are into that. Okay, so here's a question. So I was giving a guy a blowjob, and like he was like, "Stop, stop, stop," and I was like, "Does he actually want me to stop?" I don't know. I didn't know if that was like a.
maybe he was being too rough. You know, you can't like wring out a towel. You gotta
I wasn't
spit.
wringing the
You gotta
towel.
spit.
I wasn't wringing the towel, but I didn't know if that was like. Is that something that someone would say when they're enjoying it, or is that just like, no, stop? Did I blowjob rape him by continue to doing it?
Yeah.
Like,
No means no.
No, you gotta set the rules at the beginning. Like
You gotta sign a waiver.
yeah, he was about to come.
well, he did,
Oh well,
Oh.
that's why. Probably.
but then why stop? Inquiring minds want to
Because
know.
I don't know. He's probably
He
programmed
was
to tell
probably
you
trying to stop
before.
himself.
No.
Before he came in your face or something. I don't know.
Oh.
But what happened? How did that end up?
What do you mean? I don't know. He came in my mouth. I drank some water and went to sleep. I don't know. So,
You are an American hero.
All I'm saying. Damn.
I mean,
That's how you drink some water and go to sleep.
Yes.
I don't want to cuddle. I'm just like,
Swallow, drink water, and go to sleep. That's
I'm like, I got that out of the way. I don't do that again for a while.
That's probably why.
That's one
You
lucky
know.
guy.
Hey, I don't know. I feel like white women are
Uh-oh. You about to get racial.
because of experience. I feel like white women swallow easier.
Oh, I mean, I have nothing to compare that to. I mean, the dick is already in your mouth. It's been in your mouth for a while. Why not have the cum in your mouth too? That makes zero sense.
Can you say that closer to the camera? Well,
Man.
say it
What?
once
is
for
the
the camera,
PSA.
and say it once for.
About BJ.
The dick's in your mouth for a while. Why shouldn't the cum also be in your mouth? It's not the most pleasant thing to do. I mean, it's fine.
Can we get a standing ovation
That,
for this?
if it's in your mouth.
Really, are people that really that think about
there are
it?
some
I've never
fighters-
heard something so logical. That is the most logical thing I've
Well,
heard.
it's like a laugh.
This year.
It's like a laugh.
Do you
You
get a
know
lot
how
of-
like
good.
when you tell a joke, you're on stage and then you get a big laugh, and maybe people are like that, and you're like, yeah, that feels good. That's what it feels like. It's like the laugh. It's like proof of how good you like the good job that
great.
you've done.
That's
You know, it's
When
a
is the next podcast with us?
it's a feedback
You come back in a
loop.
moment.
It's a
I'll bring you
feedback.
right
It's a
back.
feedback loop. Like I feel really proud when it's like a lot, and it's like a lot. I'm like, man, I did a good job.
This is
Yay me!
Beautiful.
Like
This is
you
amazing.
get all right, Kenny, so do you get a lot of swallowers or a lot of fighters?
fighters. It's called a fighter.
To be honest,
Or what would you call them?
it's not really as many fighters as they claim. There's more swallowers out there, believe me.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that no one didn't just swallow it.
No, sometimes they're like, don't do it in my mouth. Sometimes. But they're lying. They can tell.
That's
can
what an
tell.
attitude.
See, I think Kenny, I think there's probably something about you that like pre-selects out the fighters. Like you're not like
Yeah.
just gonna be. You're not a fighter
You
kind
gotta
of guy.
be romantic.
You're
Yeah.
not a fighter. Ugh, gross.
You know?
No, bro.
No.
just swallow, go to sleep.
Just swallow, go to sleep. Just don't bother me again with this for
I
a while.
love it. You guys got any questions? One. What you
Yeah,
got?
people
Kato.
listen.
Say your name. Say your name first.
Okay, my name is Kato.
Hi, Kato.
Question. So I was going through the porn categories. So they have the
It's
gangbang, they have the orgy, they have group sex. What's the difference?
I always think the difference is group sex is like couples, orgy's just a random collection of people, and gangbang is a bunch of dudes fucking one woman.
Man, she is so talented.
Yeah.
Another standing
Yeah.
ovation. I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much.
That's just my perception,
I never would have
though.
broken anything.
Right,
I'm like,
right?
She's a professor.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
I
exactly.
forgot.
That's what I taught with porn.
Absolutely.
Porn hidden danger.
Danger.
Porn swallowing.
That should be a class. Hey, let me tell you. Have you ever seen the Superhead tape?
I've never watched porn.
Really?
What?
Yeah, come on in, Rocco Della Peppo.
I've
So-
never watched it ever.
All these people here in the middle of the day, don't nobody got jobs.
Nobody got judged. This is no. You see her face? You said, oh, nice. Huh? There's still a podcast, and then just have a seat, and then we'll take care of you. Was that the answer to your question?
Yeah.
Good. And it's fetishes too, right? Aren't those under fetishes?
I don't watch porn.
Oh, you don't.
Never watched it.
Ever?
Never once. Not even once.
Shut up.
Dang, you from a good
The next
family.
podcast we're watching.
No,
porn.
I'm not.
We'll be watching Superhead and dissecting. I'm
I
just
have
kidding.
an imagination, you know? I don't want to.
Man, I know people that watch porn on the train.
Yeah, I know. I've seen people watching porn.
Yeah,
Right.
you be like, hey.
I see people watching porn in the library, which is weird.
Yeah, I just like jerk
Like
off to
old
like
guys.
standing ovations. So like if porn doesn't really
To your own
do-
laughs, to your own
Yeah, I really do.
shows.
I really do. I just imagine like people being like, ah, and I'm like, yeah. That's how I am. I'm
Pretty
broken.
good.
I'm really broken.
Nice. Any questions? Any more?
The
Good.
difference between
No, I mean, that's strange that you never watched porn.
is
It's
it?
so out there, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It's out there.
It's just a button
And
click.
say your name.
Bill Cannon.
Hi,
Yeah.
Bill Cannon.
Another professor. Retired professor.
Retired.
Are you a professor too?
I was.
You're a professor and a
I just
cop?
quit in April, yeah.
You were teaching
I
at John
taught-
Jay, right?
No, Monroe. I taught
Oh.
for 10.5 years.
Wow.
I just quit. I'm just doing acting, comedy, and fucking reality modeling.
Oh.
Wow.
What's
I really-
reality modeling?
You do like commercials that photo shoots and they don't want you to walk a runway. I'm fucking 60 years old. They want you to be the guy at Home Depot.
I see. I see. Okay.
All they're gonna see is
Something
us
for
just staring
everybody.
into
Yeah.
the abyss.
Yeah.
All right. Where can they find you? Social media?
Social media is brookearnold.com, and then my Facebook and Instagram are
Spell the Brooke Arnold out.
BROOKE. Brooke like Shields, Arnold like Schwarzenegger.
She wanted to
So
say nigger again.
No, I think you have
Schwarzenegger.
Oh,
Don't you have the E at the end of Brooke?
Yeah.
It's Brooke Shields.
Brooke-
Yeah, she does. He's always an E at the end
Is
of
it?
Brooke. Yeah, I've never
No,
seen.
you're okay.
You know any? Yeah, that's exactly what. All right. I've never seen a Brooke with no E.
Really?
I haven't. No. I don't know. So it's Facebook and Instagram is Brooke Ashley Arnold.
Facebook, Instagram, your website,
BrookeArnold.com.
brookearnold.com.
Kenny Warren on Facebook, _ the average black man on Instagram, and differentshadesofcomedy.com.
You got shows coming up?
Yeah, I'll be in Chicago this week.
Nice.
So
Traveling? You on the road?
yeah. I'll be on the road.
Nice.
I'll be in Chicago this weekend and next weekend. So.
Nice.
Every Wednesday and every Sunday at 8 p.m. at Grizzly Pear. Comics Cutting Comics live at the Creek in the Cave,
Yeah.
September 29th.
Nice.
It's going down, y'all. The barbershop meets the stage.
Nice.
Yes.
And tomorrow, right? You shot tomorrow?
Oh, tomorrow we at the Love Jones.
That's all. I'm on it.
Jimmy
Cool.
Peoples is on that.
That's why you wanted to
Yeah, I want to
Yeah,
plug.
yeah.
Give me a
Artists.
plug in here
Give my
somewhere.
plug.
Poetry and
I-
Jimmy Peoples.
Yeah. Are you guys on Pinterest?
No.
No. Nobody's ever on. I'm trying to push this Pinterest
You gotta
agenda.
have a
Pinterest is for-
401k for Pinterest.
Yeah, Pinterest
No.
is for fags. Like,
Wow,
to be honest.
wow! It's for hot moms, and that's Hey, it's the best way to get a
Hot
fan base.
moms on Pinterest.
Yeah, there are.
Ugly women are on Pinterest.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. It's women planning their weddings. It's all types of people.
People that are planning their weddings are like.
I'm trying to get you to convert.
I'm not gonna go on that. Do I look
Follow
like?
me on Pinterest.
Do I look like the Pinterest?
J People's
Do I look
Comedy.
like a Pinterest type?
Watch.
Are you serious? Are you really
absolutely.
on Pinterest?
I am on Pinterest.
Why?
Yeah, I love it. I pin everything from fitness to comedy to you can post a podcast up there.
I saw
We'll
Jimmy
post
holding a pole in the gym with his legs straight out.
Flags, yeah.
Scary, man.
Yeah.
Why not
Flag.
pull up?
But we work out, yeah. So give it up for these guys one more time. Thank you. Yeah, people asking questions. Periscope finally,
Hi, Periscope.
and this will be on SoundCloud, the People's Mic, Google Plus, Blog Talk Radio, and Stitcher. All right.
And
Don't
Pinterest.
laugh. And
And
Pinterest.
We should be going out after
The
this.
picture will be on Pinterest. You
And
can follow the
Pornhub.
Boomerang. It's definitely Pornhub now. Follow us at the People's Porn.
Bukkake party.
No more Nicholas. That's the name of this episode.
Nigga.
No more Nicholas.
Stop
Thank you
saying
guys.
that. Stop
Thank
saying
you.
I didn't say it.